Hey guys, let's get more news from Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Heat prove lacking without Jimmy Butler, fall 128-120 to Thunder. The fine line the Miami Heat have been walking in the absence of Jimmy Butler turned into too much of a high-wire act Wednesday night. Against one of the league's emerging teams, there was neither enough deterrence nor a closer to take control late. The result was a 128-120 loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder that dropped the Heat to 1-1 on this four-game homestand that continues Friday night against the Orlando Magic. Standing as the ultimate face of youth in the NBA, the Thunder got 28 points and 8 assists from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 23 points and 9 rebounds from Chet Holmgren and 19 points, 12 assists and 9 rebounds from Jalen Williams. Unable to contain the Thunder either in man-to-man or zone, the Heat fell despite 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists from Bam Adebayo, a career-high 19 points from Haywood Highsmith, 21 points from Jamie Jaquez Jr. and 17 points from Tyler Herro. The Thunder closed at .593 from the field. In addition to Butler, the Heat also were without Kyle Lowry and Caleb Martin. 5 degrees of heat from Wednesday night's game. 1. Closing time, the Heat led 35-29 at the end of the first period and 69-65 at halftime. The Thunder then went on a 13-0 run to start the third period and went into the fourth up 99-96, after 9 lead changes in the third. As was the case at the start of the second half, the Thunder began to distance themselves at the start of the fourth quarter, leading to an Erik Spoelstra timeout 1:25 into the period. It further crumbled from there, as the Heat reverted to their fourth quarter struggles, with Spoelstra again forced to call time with the Heat down 112-97 with 7:14 to play. The Heat scored the first 6 points out of that timeout to move within 112-103 and force a Thunder timeout. Later, a 10-0 run got the Heat within 126-120 with 68 seconds to play after a pair of Jaquez three-pointers. Herro then had a chance to make it a 3-point game with 44.2 seconds to play but was off on a fading three-pointer, effectively ending it. 2. Another lineup, after missing 3 games while in concussion protocol and then playing in Monday night's victory over the Houston Rockets as a reserve, Highsmith returned to the starting lineup. With Butler, Lowry, and Martin out, the Heat wound up with their 20th lineup of the season, this time opening with Highsmith, Adebayo, Herro, Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Nikola Jovic. Butler missed his 5th consecutive game with a right toe MP joint sprain. Lowry was out with the hand sprain sustained Monday against the Rockets. Martin missed his 7th consecutive game with a sprained right ankle. 3. Highsmith impact. Highsmith hit 2 early three-pointers, with 8 points in his initial 10:56 stint and was the first Heat player to reach double digits in scoring. He was up to a team-high 13 points at halftime and 19 through 3 quarters. His previous season high had been 15 and his career high had been 18. Perhaps more significantly, he provided stout defense early against Gilgeous-Alexander, on a night the Heat were limited in their perimeter defensive options. 4. Not enough. Unlike other nights when Herro and Adebayo helped the Heat overcome the absence of Butler, this was not one of those nights. Herro struggled with his 3-point shot and required a high shooting volume to reach his final scoring total. He closed 7 of 21 from the field, including 1 of 5 on 3-pointers. Adebayo missed several point-blank attempts and largely was outplayed by Holmgren. Adebayo closed 9 of 16 from the field, 7 of 7 from the line. 5. Jovic again showed his craftiness, showing a variety of skills on the offensive end, from his bust-out dribble, to clever play in the lane to a pull-up three-pointer. He was up to 12 points by halftime, with 9 in the second quarter. He then earned the trust of Spoelstra to play fourth-quarter minutes. Jovic closed with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. When Martin returns, Spoelstra will face a decision between Highsmith, Jovic and Martin. Report: Heat continue to have interest in trading for Cavaliers' Donovan Mitchell. The Miami Heat continue to have interest in trading for Cleveland Cavaliers star Donovan Mitchell, according to NBA insider Mark Stein. However, the Cavaliers have no intention of trading Mitchell. The Miami Heat, league sources say, continue to have bona fide interest in Mitchell despite Cleveland's "don't even call us" approach and could well choose to test that resolve with Mitchell proposals after Miami's trade pursuits of Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard over the summer ended with neither player landing on South Beach, Stein wrote. Mitchell is making $32.6 million this season. He will make $34.8 million next season and has a player option worth $37.1 million for the 2025-26 season. The Heat tried to acquire Mitchell in the summer of 2022. However, the Utah Jazz traded Mitchell to the Cavaliers. A four-time All-Star, Mitchell is averaging 27.2 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 5.7 assists this season, while shooting 45.5% from the field, 35% from beyond the arc and 87.6% from the free throw line. The scoring guard is ninth in the NBA in points per game. Mitchell has a close relationship with Heat center Bam Adebayo. The Louisville product has been heavily linked to the Heat and New York Knicks, but the Cavaliers continue to send signals that they have no interest in fielding trade offers for Mitchell, who doesn't have a no-trade clause in his contract. The Heat attempted to acquire Damian Lillard and Drew Holiday last offseason, but failed in both pursuits. Many people around the NBA believe Pat Riley needs to acquire another star next to Adebayo and Jimmy Butler for Miami to win a championship. It will be fascinating to see if Riley can land Mitchell. And you fan, what do you think of the Donovan Mitchell situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.